All right, welcome back, readers. We are going to start at page 16, and we're going to gist pages 16 to 19. Page 16 is a photograph with a little caption here, and it says, Men row down a street in Ruyan, China, that was flooded by rains brought by Typhoon Fito in 2013. And we can just observe this picture a little bit. I'm going to scroll up so you can see really well what's going on here. You can see the flooding in the streets here. Oops. All right, let's go to page 17 now. Page 17 is also the start of chapter 2, Windy and Wet. Whether you call it a typhoon, a cyclone, or a hurricane, you're talking about the same thing. A swirling tropical storm that forms over the ocean. When it makes landfall, a hurricane can wreak havoc. It carries high winds and heavy rain and creates huge waves that cause coastal flooding. Oops. Okay. A hurricane is longer lasting and much larger than a tornado. After forming in the open ocean, most hurricanes become stronger as they move slowly toward land. And this little caption with an arrow is supposed to be pointing at the picture we just saw up here of the guys in China rowing down a street. And let's read what this caption here says. Hundreds of thousands of people evacuated eastern China because of Typhoon Fitao. Let's go to page 18. How hurricanes form. The recipe for a hurricane is simple. Warm water, moist air, and wind. Hurricanes typically form near the equator, where the ocean water is warmest. The water heats the air above it. That air rises. Cooler air rushes in to replace it, then it warms and rises. Winds push the air around and the storm grows. A hurricane is like an engine fueled by warm, moist air. It can grow as long as it is over warm water. And here we see a little caption pointing at a picture that we haven't seen yet. Oh, here it is. Good. I thought it was going to be on the wrong page. Okay, here's the picture. Oops. There we go. Hurricanes north of the equator spin counterclockwise. Those to the south spin clockwise. Now, clockwise is if you think about an analog clock and the hands of the clock move this way, if you can see my mouse. This is what's called clockwise because a clock's hands move this way. Now, counterclockwise is the opposite. Counterclockwise is the opposite of the way a clock moves. And here's page 19. We have another photograph up here. Clouds spin around the eye of Hurricane Dean, which formed in the Atlantic Ocean in 2007. A giant storm. At the hurricane center is the eye. The air there is calm and clear. Outside the eye, wind speeds may reach more than 150 miles per hour, or 241 kilometers per hour. Hurricanes can grow to be hundreds of miles across. In 1999, a giant hurricane named Floyd hit the eastern United States. Floyd's effects were felt from the Bahamas all the way to New England.